Hello everyone. Today we are going to deal with the topic destabilizing account of forces of genetic equilibrium, that is Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So there are five types of destabilizing forces which affect the genetic equilibrium, that is natural selection, mutation, migration, genetic drift and the meiotic drive. So first of all we are going to see the first one, that is natural selection. So it is the differential rate of reproduction by individual of different genotype present in the population. So it is basically depends upon the Darwinian fitness, which is equal to the amount of individual produced. So each member of a population has its own fitness. The average fitness is 1 and ranges from the 0 to 1. So selection coefficient is the another term, which is the force acting on each genotype to reduce its adaptive value or relative fitness, as equal to 1 minus Darwin fitness. In most higher animals, plant selection takes place primarily in diploid or zygotic stage. So there are three possible genotypes, that is homozygote, dominant, heterozygote, and the recessive homozygote. This table explains the types of selection and the fitness. So we can see the selection against heterozygote is 1, heterozygote 1 minus selection coefficient, and this homozygote recessive has 1. So, for an example, if the frequency of the capital A is 0.5, then frequency of small a is 0.5. So, if the natural selection occurs, then the frequency of capital A and a small a will be changed as follow. Initial genotypic frequency before selection of a genotype is based on the p square plus 2pq plus q square is equal to 1. So, fitness 1 1 and homozygote recessive have 1 minus selection coefficient, and after fitness it will change to 1 minus xq square in the case of q homozygote recessive. So frequency of allele before selection, that is capital A, includes both, that is homozygote dominant plus heterozygote, that is p square plus q pq divided by 1. So frequency of allele before selection of capital A is P, and the frequency after selection is P1. So by this help of this calculation formulas, we get the formula Q1 equal to Q1 minus SQ divided by 1 minus SQ square. And change in the Q, frequency of Q from one generation to another generation would be del QS equal to Q1 minus Q, that is del QS equal to minus SP square divided by 1 minus SQ square. So if the change is very small, then its SQ square will be negligible. So del q is equal to minus q square, same as the del q del p is equal to plus q square. Here another example given as before selection capital A has 0.5 and 0.5 for small a, and selection coefficient given as 0.1. So what is the Darwin fitness? Darwin fitness equal to 1 minus selection coefficient, we can easily find by putting the all formulas. Thus, the genotypes are not at equilibrium. They will change in the next generation and in all subsequent generation until selection is removed or allele small a are removed from the population. As a conclusion, the efficiency of selection coefficient against the recessive characters depends on allelic frequency. Selection efficiency increases with increasing allelic frequency but decreases with decreasing allelic frequency. Selection is a mechanism for changing allelic frequency in a population. That's all about the natural selection. Thanks for watching.